Welcome to Inside the Box.
Today we're going to review Shadows of Brimstone.
Ah!
What the fuck is wrong with you?
It looks like myth.
Oh no, this is a nice dungeon crawler.
Fuck you! That's what you said about myth! Don't you remember what happened?
Hey guys, so this suspicious old man at this creepy shop sold me this game. It's a campaign-style dungeon crawler called Myth. Then he burst into laughter and disappeared in a cloud of black smoke. Anyway, wanna play? Sounds fun. Okay, 15 more of these insect things spawn.
The ranged ones or the melee ones?
I can't tell the difference.
There is no difference! These models are identical!
Where are they spawning from? How many?
It doesn't say!
Why are you doing this to us?
Okay, mistakes were made, but we burned that game, along with all the designers. It can never come back.
Are you sure?
Alright, you don't have to review the game if you don't want to. You wouldn't like the theme anyway.
Theme?
It's a dungeon crawler set in the Weird West, with classic archetypes like gunslingers, Indians, bandits, and saloon girls, where you can level up in various specs as you battle together in an epic campaign spanning multiple worlds, with terrifying monsters and strange artifacts to be discovered in a Lovecraftian-inspired world of horror.
Why are we playing this already?
I thought you might like it.
Whoa. This is gonna take a lot of setup.
Yeah, no kidding. It's gonna be a challenge to convince everyone else to play, too.
What's this?
Some kind of tentacle monster?
Come on, why are we playing already?
It was known as Brimstone, an old mining town at the edge of nowhere. Most folk never gave it a thought as they passed it by. That is, until the Darkstone were found. The strange purple rock weren't metal nor crystal, but it had a funny shine to it, like it was glowing with light from another world. The greedy townsfolk gathered as much as they could of the stuff, until they couldn't mine no more.
Are you gonna do that the entire video?
The explosion scorched poor Brimstone off the map, and broke down the barrier between our world and 100 others. All manner of strange creature came pouring out of the portals into the deepest mines. Some folks ran in fear. Others saw the chance for glory and riches, and armed themselves to make their claim in the strange new world.
To start off, each player chooses a character. Each core set includes 4 unique classes, each with their own stats, skills, starting items, and special abilities. From the priest who uses faith to cast spell-like sermons, or the gunslinger who can load his 6-shooter with specialized bullets for any situation. Okay, everyone have their class?
They were an unlikely group of heroes, brought together by these most unlikely of occurrences. There was an Indian scout, exiled from his former tribe.
I'm 1/8 Cherokee, so I'm choosing this character out of reverence and respect for my ancestral peoples.
That's nice.
What's his name?
Squaw Muncher Wolfcock.
There was a bandito with a partiality for dynamite.
Way to get into the theme.
Thanks. I also brought a fake mustache and some brown makeup.
Please don't wear brown face.
There was also a man of God with a dark and mysterious past, and a strumpet from the local saloon, easy on the eyes, but rough on the wallet.
So, why are we all together?
What started out as a night of drunken debauchery
Oh, yeah.
had turned into the stuff of nightmare, and the beginning of a powerful partnership. When you make your character, you can choose one of 3 starter upgrades unique to your class, and you'll be able to further customize your character as you gain experience and level up by selecting talents from 4 different trees, so there's lots of opportunity to make your character your own.
Savage attack? Really? As 1/8 of a Cherokee, I find this highly offensive.
I think they mean the attack is savage, not that it's being performed by a savage. Okay, let's enter the mine.
Okay, let's everyone stay out of trouble. We'll grab some Darkstone and we'll all get out of here live, okay?
Hey, it's nice in here.
Okay, so in an empty room, all you can take is a scavenge action. But I recommend against it. Sometimes you might find a bit of gold or some gear, but mostly you find...
I found a severed head!
Oh, great, now we all lose sanity.
Why?
Because that's some freaky shit! We each take a horror hit.
Each character has a limited amount of health and sanity damage they can take before they're knocked unconscious, but whenever you take a hit, you get a chance to make a saving roll. If you roll higher than your willpower or defense, you prevent all damage from the hit.
Wait a minute. I understand why getting hit by a physical attack would give you wounds, but why would being hit by a horror attack give you sanity?
Yeah, shouldn't it be insanity? Or crazy tokens?
Yes, we're using crazy tokens.
If you assholes are done jerking off in an empty room, we can keep going.
I roll a 3 and I'll look through the doorway.
Hey, I'm the scout.
Tough shit.
Oh, so it's not enough you people steal my land. You're gonna steal my job too?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you want this little poncho that I scavenged?
Yeah, sure, thanks.
Yeah, I took it off a guy who died from smallpox.
Yeah!
A character on a threshold can look through the door into the next room. Rooms are assigned randomly as you explore from the top of the map deck. Each turn, the lead player must make a roll to hold back the darkness. But as you go deeper into the mines, the roll becomes harder and harder. Failures can increase the stack of growing dread that threatens to eventually consume you, and multiple failures will allow the darkness to escape from the mines entirely, wreaking havoc on the countryside. Once a room has been placed, it gains an exploration token, which flips at the end of the turn to reveal any attacks, encounters, doors, or clues that may be present.
So why are these Darkstones so valuable? It seems pretty easy to just walk into these abandoned mines and take as much as you want.
That's why.
It's an ambush attack!
Jesus, how many are there?
Huh?
How many are there? What does it say on the threat card?
Oh, it says there's P tentacles and PP spiders.
It stands for peril.
It's a number from 3 to 6 that we roll on the yellow P die. Here, take a P.
Don't mind if I do.
Now relax, release it, and we'll see just how deep in the P we are.
Can you grow up?
Monsters are typically kind enough to queue up from the back left of the room in an orderly fashion based on their initiative. Except in the case of ambush attacks, where they spawn right fucking on top of you, so good luck with that.
One common problem with GM-free dungeon crawlers is the amount of time players have to spend managing the NPCs. Shadow smartly simplifies a lot of this by having enemies distribute themselves evenly amongst all characters in range. They'll keep attacking that same target in subsequent turns unless the character dies or escapes.
And instead of rolling for defense like player characters, monsters reduce damage by a flat amount. Mechanics like this keep the game focused on player actions, reducing downtime and keeping the action fast-paced.
The tentacles have Hana!
Oh, I have a manga just like this.
Shoot them!
Combat actions are carried out in initiative order from highest to lowest. Each character and monster rolls a number of dice equal to their attack value, with hits determined by their to-hit value.
You may fight bravely on the front lines, using melee weapons or hand-to-hand combat. Or, if you are a treacherous paleface, you may use cowardly weapons like guns, religious sermons, or
Dynamite! Dynamite is awesome for doing insane AoE damage. It ignores defense, so it just melts everything in the area. And the great thing is, even if you miss your ranged attack, it still goes off. I mean, it bounces around a bit, but as long as you keep a safe distance, it's no biggie.
However, it's generally inadvisable to use when group mates are in melee range.
Killed the tentacles, didn't I?
Minor enemies reward experience for the player that kills them, while larger enemies pay out based on a formula that combines a flat XP rate for each hit, plus bonus XP equal to the product of damage dealt, multiplied by that creature's coefficient, compounded annually, and distributed according to collateralized due derivatives.
I give up. How much XP did I get?
Why do you assume I can add it all up in my head? 105.
Yes!
Combat is the meat of the game here, and it's well designed to be fun and frantic, but choosing how to position yourselves and what weapons to use, coordinating movements and attacks, and using your grit to reroll dice or activate special abilities when you need that extra bit of badassness, all adds up to a satisfying system that rewards teamwork and tactics. It's a lot of dice rolling, but it isn't mindless dice rolling. After the battle, loot cards are distributed for each threat that was faced.
Darkstone es muy bueno.
Hey, can I get a gear card?
In addition to Darkstone, you'll also find gold and gear. Gold can be used in town to purchase consumables and services, while gear such as clothing, tools, or weapons can be used to increase your stats or give you special bonuses to help you in your fight, to obtain the most precious and rare commodity in the land.
Why do we only have one pencil?
Who keeps pencils anymore? That's some archaic shit right there.
Can I have that after you're done?
Okay, so we get an encounter and a clue.
Encounters are flavorful events or environmental obstacles that occur when you first enter a room. You might find a flooded passage that limits your movement, or an ancient riddle that needs to be solved. Some rooms have specific encounters related to them, while others will come randomly from the encounter deck. Encounters will test your party's skills, cunning, and luck, as you choose how best to approach a situation. To befriend a mysterious miner, or shoot first. To brute force open an ancient chest, or leave its treasures alone. Each encounter will give you tidbits about the lore of the world, and each have their own consequences for success or failure.
It's a gateway to another world! We have to go through.
Or we could not.
Where's your sense of adventure?
It's an interdimensional rift through time and space that defies all logic and explanation. I vote we don't go through to what will almost certainly be our deaths. Who's with me?
To our deaths.
Yes. What's the worst that could happen?
The worst thing happens.
What?
Something emerges from the portal and attacks.
Oh my god.
It looks like Sully from Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, it does. That kind of kills the intimidation.
Whenever you discover a portal, you'll randomly select an Otherworld card to see where it leads. Each core set comes with one additional world, each with their own global rules. Worlds also have their own map, threat, and encounter cards, as well as unique and powerful artifacts crafted by the strange denizens of those lands.
What the hell? You dropped a teleportation ring.
Yeah, monsters from the other side of the portal can drop insane loot, like you can get like plasma guns or deflector belts or tentacle swords.
What are we waiting for?
Okay, I'm gonna scavenge for Darkstone.
Alright, now I'm gonna see what's beyond the portal.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm making room for the new tile.
I was standing there.
Now you're standing here.
So, you're going to literally take the land from under my feet and then forcibly relocate me to satisfy your need for expansion. Typical.
You're 1/8 Cherokee!
As the game's primary resource, Darkstone has many uses. It can be sold in towns for massive profits, smelted down to upgrade gear and weapons, or even crafted into bullets that deal extra damage. The only drawback is any Darkstone you're carrying at the end of an adventure has a chance to corrupt you, possibly resulting in horrific mutations like horns or tentacle fingers or a hideous yellow complexion.
Hey!
But mutations can also be beneficial, because sometimes the psychological and philosophical ramifications of having a second head are outweighed by the practical advantages of being able to wear two hats.
Look! I attached a Darkstone eraser to the pencil to give it +1 writing.
But won't that horribly mutate us now?
Fuck you! If we're going to another dimension, I want a fucking prehensile tail.
I'm good, man.
Oh my god. This is the most awe-inspiring thing I've ever seen. Just think, we're the first humans to ever set foot on another world.
Why does it look like a frigid uterus?
It does.
Then let us lay claim to this inhospitable uterus and the riches that lay within.
Vámonos!
Each world has its own environmental effects and more powerful creatures, presenting new challenges to overcome.
So this isn't that bad. I mean, we take damage every time we roll a 1, but we also get to restore grit more often.
Yeah, it's a trade-off, but yeah, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I think overall we're doing really well.
So there's 30 guys in here now.
What? What happened?
So I found the last clue, which spawned the boss thing and a high-level threat, which turned into 2 medium threats, which spawned all these dudes over here and another threat, and now the room is full of death.
Alright. Well, I'm selling plenary indulgences for the low price of $50. Fuck a skanky whore before you die. Gotta look the other way.
I'll take 10.
The final battles feel appropriately epic. You'll be overwhelmed, and it can be frustrating when the dice don't go your way, but if you keep a cool head and use smart tactics, you'll always come out on top.
Eat hot, Lord.
Wow, that teleportation ring is super handy. Wait, where are you wearing it? It's not on your finger.
No.
Please tell me you're wearing it as a toe ring.
No. When you come to the final boss of the adventure, all growing dread cards that have built up resolve, which can spawn additional threats, buff certain classes of enemies, or injure you before the final battle. The final boss will be challenging and like nothing you've ever faced before.
Wow, we all take 3 crazy hits just for being in the same room with him.
It's some unspeakable horror from beyond comprehension.
Alright, there's only room for one unspeakable horror in this dimension. Quick, into the fallopian tube. We'll make our last stand there.
You guys go. I'll go bash his face in.
I don't think you want to melee this guy.
Trust me. I got this. Ah!
One of Shadow's best mechanics is that enemies scale according to the number of players and their level, ensuring that the game remains a challenge. At higher levels, monsters spawn with increasing numbers of elite abilities, or even in their hardcore, brutal form. Why are you flipping it to the brutal side? You know we're not strong enough for that yet.
I like a challenge.
Oh dear God, what the fuck?
Do you want some help?
Huh? I don't need help from you, white man. At some point during combat, you'll inevitably be knocked unconscious from wounds or insanity. When monsters are done having their way with your limp body, you revive and roll to see what permanent damage you sustain. Roll well and you may get away with some impressive scars. Roll poorly and you may wind up with a mangled hand, or hallucinations. I can't take another horror hit.
How many crazy are you?
Like 9 crazy!
Dios mío.
Oh, brothers, let's go down, come on down. Come on, brothers, let's go down in the river to pray.
I'll revive you. We've almost got him.
Okay, but now I'm hearing voices. So if anyone ends their move standing next to me, I attack them.
Alright, everyone stay away from the crazy.
You can try to heal injuries at the town doctor, but if the surgery gets botched, you can be stuck with your injuries indefinitely. But this is actually great, because as you play, you really develop a sense of ownership of your character, warts and all, as you build up injuries, mutations, or madnesses. As your characters get stronger and stronger, you must also contend with the growing number of negative effects that you've built up, as the horror of the Lovecraftian world takes its toll on your not-invincible heroes, something you rarely see in games. Your character will never be the same novice adventurer they were when they started. This fits perfectly with the Lovecraftian theme, and the combination of that with the Old West setting was an inspired genre mix, making Shadows of Brimstone a harrowing yet fun experience, and a totally fresh take on the classic dungeon crawler.
We did it. We're safe. Oh, what the hell?
I'm psychologically damaged! After a long day of adventuring, each player can at last look forward to a good long rest.
Can we go back to town now? I have a burlesque show tonight and I'm covered in tentacle mucus.
What time and how much?
Unfortunately, the town is destroyed. All your whore friends are dead.
Fuck it, I'm sleeping in a tent outside of town.
Alright, everyone roll to see what travel hazards we encounter on the road.
Let's just pick it up next time. Everyone just write down what we have, and we'll play again tomorrow. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Oh shit!
You know what? Maybe this is a good look for me.